Bang! Late adopter. Hi guys, I do welcome to a Bitcoin Daily Show every single day, 9 a.m. Central European time, every single day on the dollar, because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin. And today, guys, I got a very nice line for you. It's nice line. It's so nice. You're gonna be like, oh man, that's a nice line. That's so nice. It's not important line, maybe it's something a little bit important line, but it's nice line, I just saw it, and I was like, oh man, that's nice line. I gotta show the people. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? Everything has inflated. NFT gaming will profit even in bear market. Hello TLI, GM TLI. Food is inflating. Bear market cost. Salem still says next year we are having bear market. We don't have bear market right now. Even it's only 3 months. So next 3 months is gonna be bull market, but next year is gonna be bear market. I think that's a little bit hopium and stuff like that. But everybody for everybody. Lunchtime at TLI Love. Lunchtime at 9 a.m. man. What kind of lunchtime is that? But you might be anywhere in the world, so that's fine. Lunchtime is here. Great combo. So what do you guys think is gonna happen? Are we gonna up and down? What's happening right now? Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame and see here that on the 44,000, you remember 44,000 from yesterday, 44,007, this level of support is right now holding. This daily level of support, it's right over here, daily level of support that we have, and it is holding really nicely, even on the dollar. You can see the first one on, usually these first weeks actually, bounce down really hard, but the second week hit is on the dollar. So you can see it did hit on the dollar here, and it's holding this 44. That's why I'm saying, is the 44 gonna hold 1230? Yeah. So that means that you are in somewhere East Europe. Yeah, you should be somewhere in East Europe, right? Maybe Middle East, East Europe or Middle East. Looking good, Tila. Are you bullish? I'm not bullish, but I'm not bullish. We're gonna see. You remember what we said yesterday? We said yesterday, if we go, let me zoom a little bit here. And up here is the level of bullishness. This is the level of bullishness up here. And down here at 38,000 is level of bearishness. So we said if we go below 44, that's bad. This is bad area. This is bearish area. This is good area. This is bullish area. So if you go up here, that's good. And we go down here, that's bad. But if you go from bad, down here, that's bearish. And if you go from good up here, that's bullish. So, good, bullish, bad, bearish, so we got a few levels that we have to get above to get to bullish and bearish levels. But right now, we are not bearish either. It's not bad, yeah, but it's not good either. We are still in this trading range up here, and it's neither good nor bad. So we are just waiting to see how this is actually gonna unfold. But right now we might maybe we are hitting some kind of a support down here at 44,000. That's why I'm saying maybe this 44 might actually hold, and we might climb up from over here. It's not that likely the way I see it, because I don't know certain stuff. But we're gonna see if we can actually manage to do that. When the bear market will come, it's going to be a long bear market. What do you think is being right now? You think this is a bull market? Ever since down here, up here, we are still going down. So technically, if this continues going down, the best case scenario, the way I see it, is if this right now continues going down right over here, because this is gonna be like 6 months time. Because if you continue a little bit up here to some kind of 79,000 and then continue to start the bear market, then you need to wait another. Let me do this on the weekly time frame. Now let's do it. Let's do it on the daily time frame. Then you need to wait another 6 months. Do you want to wait this long for a new bull market? Because right now we are already half through. So why not just push it down and then continue a big bull market? Then get this last push and then continue a big bear market. Why you don't want a big bear market? Like the best case scenario is going a little bit down. Wait. It's gonna be a little bit. What? Let just me take another chart up here. The best case scenario, because we are already halfway through, guys. Like this. Right now, we have to do this down here, and that's finished. That's done. It's done. It's finished. we do this, it's finished. From over here, just sideways and up, man. Altcoins are gonna explode. Everything's gonna be nice. We can have extreme gains. You know, we can have some kind of, you know, big gains. Like, what's that? Like 1,743% gains. Like extreme gains. You know, you know, we can have games, nice gains again. You know, that'd be nice. But you know, what's gonna happen if you don't do that? If you just continue going up here, man? What's gonna do that? You know, we got this up here to some kind of 100k, and then like, ah, man, down, bear market next 12 months. And what do you get? What do you get out of this? You get like 137%. 137%. 130. But if you go down, down here, you know, first down here somewhere, right? You go down here, just the same level, 820%, and you only have to wait 3 months for that. Like 3 months, 3-4 months, you know, January, February, it's already at the bottom. You can start buying until February. You're gonna be very, very happy. You know, slowly it's gonna start rising. You know, bullishness, new projects gonna come in. You know, 820%. But if you go up now, you got only 137%. What you want? 137% or 820%? I don't know, man. I would like 820%. Let's go up first to close our long position and save our money, and then go down. I'm stuck in futures trading 200k. Wow, man. I understand that. I understand that completely, you know. But you know, if you're still in position, you know, this is the part where you might have, you know, bought in. If you are not in profit, you have bought in anywhere above 45k, anywhere above 40k you have bought in, right? So even if you know, FOMO'd up here, you had a chance to sell up until 53%. Like after that, like, what am I gonna say? Like, you know, FOMO is strong. You know, you wanna keep on holding, but you know, what happens if you drop down here? Are you gonna sell? You know, are you gonna sell down here? You know, maybe it's gonna go up. Maybe it's gonna go up. I'm not saying it's gonna. If it goes up, man, it's party time, but it's 137% party time. You know, I think if we go down a little bit, because we are already halfway through, guys. This has already been how long is this bit going on right now? Let's say from the top itself. From the top itself all the way down right now, we have gone through 142 days. That's quarter of a year, right? And bear market lasts for, this is 3 months, 360. No, this more. This is almost half a year, right? 30, 60, 60, 120, yeah, 4 months, a little bit over 4 months. So you got like 6 months, 6 to 8 months left, right, of the bear market. If it's bear market, like you already like so far ahead, you know, you already had this big dump, right? And right now, just a little bit more, you know. Let's go here down to some kind of April, and then we're gonna, you know, cruise towards the upside. You grow, I grow. Love your show, always watch. I want to really appreciate the TA on ETC. Ethereum Classic been holding for months now. Sure, man. Thanks for $5. I'll check out ETC, you know, after BTC. Thanks for $5. And you know, it would be nice to go a little bit down. For now, I want coffee. Just woke up, but we just came up from 28k. You gotta ask yourself: is 28k enough to liquidate people? And I don't think it's enough. I think it's enough to liquidate everybody up here. I think this 28k down here was enough to remove all of this up here. But you know, there has been a lot of people buying here, a lot of people FOMOing in here. Even Elon Musk bought here, you know. So if we want to eliminate, you know, big buyers and stuff like that, I think we gotta eliminate, you know, they've been buying here, they have been buying here, and everybody who's got up here, they got wrecked, right? And everybody up here right now, you know, people are FOMOing. Will they get wrecked again down here? I don't know. But you know, people buying here and buying here are not wrecked. This is the level where they get wrecked. So you know, if you want to get wrecked all of these people in here, you gotta go down and you gotta crash it like something like 20,000, even more, just to tell them like, yeah, man, get a F out. So we can go up again. So I'm looking below these levels, so below some kind of 20 levels, where I would consider, you know, capitulation level when it goes down here. Like, what's that? Anybody holding that's like 50% down on the capital. If they bought in the middle somewhere, that's, yeah, that's like 60% down on the capital. You know, a lot of people will get really scared and sell down here. So I think this area up here, This is where there was a big accumulation period, you know. And if we want to get these people, if we want to get these people out of the market, because eventually the market, you know, must get, you know, get people out of the market before it actually can go up. So, you know, some kind of down movement up here would be nice, like just get everybody wrecked up here, and then, you know, the big fish, the billionaires, get them wrecked and then move up so they can FOMO back in at 100k. That's I don't know if that's gonna do that. A third of year, yeah, a third of year. But you came in 2023 by drawing that lines. It's okay, man. It's taking slow. You know, the bear market. It's you know, 1 year. 1 year. That's from April to 2022. April 2022. So down here, April 2022, right? So this is 1 year. So down here, something like this. Down here at April. This is 1 year bear market. That's enough. And then you'll go a little bit sideways, you know, accumulating, start, you know, pumping up, and you know, usually people think that usually, even I thought that usually this goes like, oh, we're gonna slowly go up and climbing and get this parabolic. No, it's go like this, and goes up, you know, and before you know it, you're up like at 1 million or something like that, right? Morning, I'm late. What did I miss? Nothing important. Tila, do you mean the whales get rid of everyone to continue the price to go up? Yeah, it has something to do with you know, getting people out of the market. You know, when you don't have new people coming into the market, what do you have to do then? When you don't have new people coming to the market, you know, market stagnates and then drops down, right? Market stagnates, you know, you have a lot of people falling in, but you know, there is not enough people, and then the market corrects itself. So only way to move this up is if you get everybody that bought up here, get them out of the market. If you get everybody out of market, the only way you can do that is by dropping the price below their you know, stop losses, below their liquidation points, below their fear, right? So you need to drop the market down. When you drop the market, everybody up here, you know, exits the market because Bitcoin is dead, kind of, you know, FUD. And you know, when that comes down here, you know, smart people, you know, start buying again. All of these people are out of the market right now, and then slowly it starts, you know, growing up, and then all of these people that are out market starts FOMOing back in, and the price moves higher. So that's the theory, at least, on how the markets move towards the upside. You know, they either move by new money pushing the price up, or when there is no new money, you gotta get the old money out first, and then move price up, and then get the old money back in, and then get even more new money in, and then push the price even higher. So, you know, that's the theory, at least. That's the theory, at least, how you push the price up when you have no more new people buying in. You know, when all the grandpas and grandmas have bought the top, like, who is that's gonna buy top? Elon Musk bought, Michael Saylor bought, institutions bought, your grandma, my grandma, everybody's grandma bought. Like, then there are no more grandmas to buy, you know. There are no more grandmas to buy. And if there are no more grandmas to buy, what's happening with the price? Well, it does this up here, you know, this curvature move, you know, it gets everybody in and then drops down. The same thing happened here. Like, it starts going up, but it gets no more buy. It gets no more buy and dumps down. It dumps down, right? So what happens is, like, we gotta get everybody out of the market. We gotta get everybody out of the market, and once everybody out of the market, we can push the price up. It would be nice, and you know, I do not want another, you know, I don't want to go up like for next 2 months towards the 80,000 and then have another, you know, 1 year bear market. You know, let's just finish the bear market and then go up. I want to finish the bear market and go up. That'd be best case scenario. Of course, the first thing I want to do, you know, for everybody is like pump up here to some kind of 63,000 and then dump down so everybody can sell, of course. First everybody can sell, and then we can continue the bear market, right? It's all about supply, man. Should I sell and hold till November? I'm not buying into I'm not buying grandmas. I don't know, man. If you're buying here, you're buying grandmas, but you bags. Only 3 S&P 500 companies hold BTC and 1 country. We are still early. We are always early. Or it can be like US voting and then people begin buying. What do you think about EOS? It was my coin of choice. It was my coin of choice. It was my baby. It was my, you know, I'm going in before the mainnet kind of coin, and then, you know, I lost a lot of money and I don't want to look at it anymore. There is always grandpas. I said grandpas and grandmas. Grandpas and grandmas. Michael's on the job trying to correct me, but you know, Michael's not following everything. So, FUD is deep here, lol. No, we are not fudding. We are actually having a good time, guys. We are actually having a good time. Now, we are gonna show you the tech analysis for the day because 150 people here. So, we're gonna show you what we are looking at on the charts. What am I looking at? Why are we not falling below 44,000? Are we going to 42,000 or are we gonna climb above 47,000? So, we're gonna see that here. Just let me just remove these lines and we're gonna go up here. There are a few more lines up here. We gotta remove those lines. And look at this, guys. Look at this. Let's go to the 4-hourly time frame. You can see here really nicely that this 44,000 level did hold very nicely. We said, you know, if we want to go up here, you know, if we want to be bullish, because we were up here. Let me go to the 1-hourly because, you know, why not? 1-hourly. I'm gonna show you very nice slides, guys. Just get ready for that. No, this is actually 4-hourly. Yeah, it's 4-hourly. 4-hourly. You can see this resistance line up here at the top. This resistance line up here. We said 47,000 and we are down here. If we want to go up, you know, there was also 10 moving average. Where is 10 moving average? Down here. Yesterday, this is the 10 moving average we were talking about. This is the candle where we had the previous Bitcoin live stream. So we're gonna talk about this candle. But we said, you know, if we go up here above 47,000, likelihood for 48,800 becomes pretty large. Unfortunately, if we close below 10 moving average, that we actually did close below 10 moving average. Let me zoom in a little bit more over here. And you can see here that we closed below the 10 moving average. This white line that goes like this over here. This is the 10 moving average. This was the previous Bitcoin daily candle. And we said if we close below that, probability, doesn't have to be that way. You can see here probability is to the downside, but you can see here we got a big width. We try to climb back above the line. We tried to climb back above the 10 moving average. I don't know if you can see this. You can see here. We tried to climb back above the moving average and we got rejected. So we went down. We tried to climb back above it, got rejected, and right down again, right? So what happened here? Like we could have go down and right back up again, and that would have been a very bullish move, and we would probably gotten about 47,000 again right up here, something like this, and going up. But we could not get back above the 10 moving average, and once we didn't do that, we got like rejected, and went all the way down to the previous support at 44,000. Now we are still not in a bad territory, and I said bad territory comes you know, below 44,000. Below 44,000, but you know, good territory is about 48,000. Now we are at neither levels right now. We're just gonna clean a little bit lines that we don't need right now up here, so this is a little bit easier to see. So you can see here these levels, 48,000. This is you know, feel good area and feel bad area, right? It's not bearish, it's not bullish, but it's feel good and feel bad. So right now we are sitting on the support on the 44, and you know what I say, buy the support, sell resistance. So this is not time to short just before the, you know, time to short is when you break it and you get rejected by it and, you know, go down, whatever, you know. But supports are for buying, you know, resistances are for shorting and so forth. But right now it's you know, neither way, because you are sitting on the support, you know, and we are looking if this support is actually going to hold. There is one thing that's actually saying that we might, I think this on 8-hourly candle. What we have here on 8-hourly candle is hidden bullish divergence, and that's why we are getting this small minuscule. You can see the price going down and the RSI going up here. RSI is going up, the price going down. This is RSI divergence. This is RSI divergence. So we got RSI divergence here on the 8-hourly chart. It's just easier to see, you know, 8-hourly chart down here. The divergence still 40 minutes of that, so it might, I think it might actually continue going up here right now. I don't think we are gonna see in the next 8 hours at least some kind of dump down to 42,000. I mean, it might happen, but I think it's more likely to, you know, get some kind of pump up here, get some kind of pump just by looking on 8-hourly. Now 4-hourly time, this is not 4 hours, this is 4 months. 4-hourly time frame, you know, it also says that we might actually pump a little bit on the upside. You can see the 10-20 moving average. So we are a little bit extended from 10 and 20 moving average on the on the 4-hourly time frame, so maybe some kind of move towards the upside in the near future. So I don't think we're gonna dump, I don't think, like probabilities, I don't think we're gonna dump below 44,000 during the day, but you know, once we get a daily close, and tonight I think, you know, we might dump if we get rejected by the 10 and 20 moving average up here. You know, already over right now, we are maybe going some kind of sideways way and then dropping down, unless we actually manage to climb above the moving averages and continue up. Now there is this nice line that I want to show you, and you can see these triangles that we drawn before. This is actually on the 1-hourly time frame. We're gonna go to 1-hourly time frame. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you a very nice line, and you know, maybe you'll learn something from this. So we had drawn this very nice line up here, very nice triangle. You can see this triangle worked out very well and broke to the upside up here, got a retest and so forth right now, and then broke down through this level down here and continues going down, right? So but this upper line resistance can be drawn even nicer, and that's the way in tech analysis. You know, sometimes you draw the lines, but you know, sometimes they seem to fit right then and there, you know, but later you can adjust them because you get more confirmation, more hits, more touches on the line and so forth. So look at this line, look at this line. This line can actually be drawn something like this up here. Where is it? I think something up here, give or take. Let's see up here. Yeah, this, I think this, how are you gonna draw it? I think this is a lot more nicer way to draw the line, because it hits it so many times. It hits it so many times, almost on the dollar. These bottoms here, it was holding very nicely. This stop up here right now. So I think this line right now, it's a lot more nicer than the previous line that we had, because it shows you, you know, the resistance, shows you the support, shows you the break on the resistance, and shows you show you break on the support, and right now it's acting as a resistance up here. So this line I think is really important short term to watch where we are gonna go, if we manage to break above this line again, if you manage to break above this line up here again, if you manage to break up, then this line up here will become resistance. This up here will become resistance, and we might maybe try to adjust this line a little bit, because right now we got this wick up here, so we got this wicks, but this is too steep. I think this is too steep, the steep line. Now it does hit it very nicely, though it hits it very nicely, but I think it's just too steep. Let's see if there is any kind of expanding channel up here. Yeah, I mean, it does look nice. It does look nice. Let's see up here. You know, people say this is some kind of a, you know, expanding, broadening wedge. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, the resistance line is important. The resistance line is important. This one up here, I think, and it's very nice line. Hits so many times on the dollar. This really nice, nicely supports the line. So we got the support here at 44,000. We got this trend line, and I think right now up here is something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, and how this is actually gonna play out depends. Let's see the. Let me just remove these lines up here for a second. Let's pop the moving averages on the chart, and you'll see right now that we are getting rejected on the 1-hourly by the 20 moving average. The red line, that's the 20 moving average. You can see here we went to the 20 moving average and bam, right down. That's a rejection of 20 moving average. That's a rejection, you know, fall below the 10 moving average. So I'm thinking we might again go down to these levels down here at 44,000, or right now 0.17% in green. But you know, today we might test these levels down here again. This is not over yet. There is still big support at 44,000 levels. Just because you are, you know, rejected by 20 moving average on 1-hourly does not mean that you are necessarily going down, because it's 1-hourly time frame. You have to look at bigger time frames. On bigger time frames, we got 10 and 20 moving average way above us up here, you know. So we are either gonna wait for these moving average to drop down and then, you know, try to climb above it or climb below them, but I don't think it's gonna happen right today. I don't think this is gonna happen. It might happen today, but you know, depends on how fast this is gonna go. Depends on how fast. Are we fast enough? This is 4-hourly close in 30 minutes. This is already gonna be down here. Yeah, it's. I mean, it can happen today. It can happen today. It is close. It is close. If you're gonna get pushed below 44,000, if you are gonna get pushed below this 10 and 20 moving average on the 4-hourly, will do that. Especially this 20 moving average is the one that's actually worrying me. Nah. let's see, 10 and 20 moving average, those are important moving average. You want to get above both of these and climb towards the upside, right? So once they start, I don't think we're gonna break him until we actually get pushed back by the moving average. If we get pushed back by the 4-hourly moving average below this line, that's when you know, we are breaking it. But I don't think we are just gonna break it just, you know, without these moving averages. So I think we need some kind of touch on the moving averages before we actually break it. Now that this is an assumption, or not actually valid, you know, it's decent assumption, you know, but you don't want to assume too many things. So I think we're just gonna go a little bit sideways right now. Oh, this is bad. I did not even see this, guys. I did not even see this. We crossed yesterday. Oh my god, this is bad, guys. Did you see this, guys? Can you check that cross of 250? That cross, there is no that cross. That cross has been for a while. Did you see this, guys? Why did nobody tell me about this? Look at this, guys. I forgot about the daily. I was so focused on the 4-hourly and 1-hourly that I forgot about. I was so focused on the line that I forgot about the daily. The 200 moving average, we broken about below 200 moving average, guys. We broken below 50 moving average as well on the daily. The only thing that's holding us up right now is the 44 line, and we got here 44,400. This is 44,700. We got a 44,400 right below us down here. That's the only thing that's holding us up, guys. Can you see this? Oh, this is bad, guys. I don't know. We gotta do some Morningstar doji here, like up here. We gotta do some Morningstar doji action up here to get back above this 200 moving average, like over here, you know. Morningstar doji. We gotta do Morningstar doji. We gotta make this pattern over here, you know, to get back above the 200 moving average. Today and tomorrow we gotta pump. We gotta pump real hard above this 44 level to get above this 200 moving average to continue to go upwards. Now, there is a good probability for that, and I'm gonna show you why. There is a good probability. The moon, which is at it again. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you why there is a good probability that we might see some kind of pump up to these levels up here at 48,000. Why is that probable, guys? Why I hadn't shown small time frames. Yeah, small time frames maybe. Now, why is this probable? Why is this probable getting up here? I'm gonna show you an indicator down here. It's a TLA overextended indicator, and it's for measuring the extensions on the chart. This is a daily chart. We are measuring extension from the 10 moving average, and you'll see here that right now we are very extended from the 10 moving average. You can see here that these levels are extended levels. So you can see here, let me remove the other moving averages for a second. See this white line, that's the 10 moving average, and when you get to the upside downside, that's called extensions. That's called extensions. Now extensions, when you get big extensions, you know, you get pullbacks and stuff like that. And you can see here on the chart that these kind of extensions to the downside don't happen that lot. I mean, there are some big you know, extensions, but most of, like 90% of extensions are below this level. 90% of these extensions are below these levels, and price usually moves below it. Price usually, like you can have this is bear market, like you can have a lot of these big extensions to the downside, and this might continue to be one of these big ones, but already right now we are extended to downside. We might get a little bit push back and then continue big down, something like over here, something like over here, or this up here, or right, goes up here and then dumps down again. Like that can happen, but extensions are right now a reality, and probability for the upside becomes larger. Probability to upside becomes larger, you know, some kind of sideways motion, you know, to get this 10 moving average a little bit down. Maybe because if you start dumping up here, you know, this 10 moving average will be really oversold levels, and then we have big pump towards the upside, big pump towards the upside. So even already right now, I think we might actually, you know, just pump to the upside and hit this 10 moving average. That might be a probability, guys. That might be a decent probability on the daily, but on the daily, yesterday's close is terrible. We do not want to close like this up here below the 50 moving average and 200 moving average again today. because that will be bad. And the only chance left we have to hold above the 44,000 is tomorrow to get back above the 200 moving average with a big green candle. Now whether the big green candle will come tomorrow or not kind of depends, but that's kind of last chance before we actually break 44,000. I think that's kind of last chance before we break the 4,000, because right now we fell through 200 moving average. We closed below 200 moving, not just fell, we closed below 200 and we closed below the 50 moving average. You can see here we wicked, but here we closed below the 50 moving average, and that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign. But you know what they say, the worse the technicals, you know, the better probability for reversal. So when everything looks the worst, like everything is pointing to more downside, it suddenly reverse. Just like up here, everything pointing, you know, towards the upside, right? Everything is like, oh, there's no divergences, everything is bullish, everything is going up, suddenly, bam, down. You know, so it might be something like this up here. You know, when it looks the worst, when you are below 250 moving average, you know, when you're sitting at the last level of support down here, you know, tomorrow might start dumping here, you know, and bounce real hard towards the upside. That's kind of the best case scenario. But right now, it's not a good thing that we close below 200 moving average. It's not a good thing to close below the 50 moving average. The 50 and the 50. This is 200. This is 50 moving average. They're gonna get the bullish cross. This is called the bullish cross, not that cross. This is golden cross. The golden cross is gonna come in, but usually, you know, this golden this golden cross. This is this is that cross, and this is golden cross up here. You can see that cross came at the very bottom, right? Very bottom down here, almost very bottom. So, you know, the golden cross, you know, came just before, after the top, some kind, you know. So it's a leggy indicator. It's a leggy indicator. You cannot trust it too much. But this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. I didn't see this. I was looking at 1 hour lane 4. I did not see that I forgot about 200 moving average. We broke the 200 moving average, we broke the 50 moving average. Right now trying to hold this level down here at support, the last level of support. Now it might actually hold, but we have to wait and see how this is actually going to work out. Let's go to the 4 hour one more time to see how there's gonna, like, this up here, the 10 and 20 moving average on 4 hourly is really important level to break above. If you can manage to break above it, I don't care how we do that. If you break above that, that might actually give us support for upside. But if you see on the 4 hourly that we are getting rejected by the 10 and 20 moving average, you gotta look at this 44 level, you know, for breakdown on the 44 level. You gotta look at for break, because we are right now below 200. We are below the 50 moving average on the daily. So if we get rejected by the 10 and 20 on the 4 hourly time frame, I think probability for the more downside is likely. I think probability for 10 and 20 MUAs are more important on the weekly time frame. Well, of course, and then 10 and 20 on the monthly time frame are more important than the weekly, and so forth, so forth. The bigger the time frame, the more important the moving averages are. But, you know, 42k pump backtest, the averages then plunge 60%. You think we're gonna do something like this down to 42k, something like this down to 42k, then back test the averages on the upside, and then 60% dump. Is this 60% dump from over here? No, that's 20%. This is 60% dump. Below 20 and clearing all liquidity. Yeah, that would clear definitely 99% of everything. Like, if you do that in a big move, I think, you know, most people will get out of the market. All the leveraged longs positions are closed. Shorters will start closing their position, because you also have to understand the shorting, guys. Just because there are long positions and you want to clear those, and those are really easily cleared when your price is going down, you have to understand there are a lot of short positions up here right now. There are a lot of short positions, and you know, people have been building short positions up here, and they're building short positions up here. So here and here there are short positions being you know, pushed down, pushing price down. So when price is going up, short positions are being built that are actually pushing price down, and they're trying to push the price down. Shorters are trying to, you know, manipulate price and push the price down. So the question becomes, when are the shorts gonna close their positions? because they have a lot of money. They can short a lot of coins, they can dump a lot of coins, they can push the price down because they're making money. They're shorting the market on the futures exchanges. They are selling the coins. They bought a lot of coins down here, right? They bought a lot of coins down here. Let me go to the daily. So shorters, what they do, they buy a lot of coins. I don't know if they bought it here, but you know, we can assume they bought it somewhere around here, right? They bought a lot of coins up there, pushed the markets up, created the short positions, maybe even still creating short positions, and now they are gonna dump the market with shorts on futures and selling the coins that they bought up here, right? They're selling, they're pushing the market down. So question becomes, when are they happy? When, you know, when they sold all the coins and they push the markets around like 10,000, 70,000, 20,000, when are they happy? When are they gonna close their short positions? Because these big money billionaires, you're right, they're shorting market, and you have to ask yourself, when are they gonna short position? Around 20,000, 15,000, 10,000, 8,000, 5,000. I don't know if they can push it below like 10,000, something like that. So anywhere, anywhere between 20,000 and 10,000, I think they might be shorting. I don't think any billionaire or, you know, millionaire or whatever is, you know, building big short position up here to sell it down here. You know, I don't think they're looking for okay, this is 40% dump. Maybe they have built a lot of short position up here and then sold all the short position down there, and right now small position here, sold here, and, you know, price goes, you know, towards the upside. You know, it might beat. I'm not saying it's gonna beat, but you know, you have to ask yourself, when are the shorts start going, you know, taking profit? At what level? You know, let's do it like this, guys. Let's do it like this. Brave. It's a bubble. It's a bubble. It's always a bubble. When are shorters taking profits? When are shorts? Rules and strategy for profitable short investing. This is Investopedia. Short selling, of course, classic. Short strategies. Short strategy sample. Motor for short report, blah blah blah. Short rolls, no sell-offs. Short rallies, no sell-offs. Your first job, short sell is to avoid the crowd at all times while using your margin, blah blah blah. Short the weakest, second is not the strongest. Let other traders get the case of vertigo, staring at explosive options, thinking the security is too high, must fall to earth. Better playing with weak markets already engaged in downtrend and uses counter trend bonds. Yeah, but it doesn't say how profit. Shorters profit taking. How to maximize money shorting? So yeah, profit taking definition. How to short a stock on a monthly full. Sometimes yeah, so whatever. No, not right now. Not right now. Thank you. Okay. How do you short stocks? You know, blah blah. Yeah. What are the risks of shorting? This is for someone new. Clever or risky? The basic of short stock. How to sell. Some billionaires, shorters. Too much noise. I don't know. No, but I mean, in Bitcoin usually some 80% down is you know, it's the norm. $80 down is the norm, right? That's around 12,000. So you know, that I would assume that anybody like start shorting Bitcoin up here, you know, would reasonably take, you know, profits around 80%. That's around 12,000. But you know, even before like 70,000, something like that, yeah, below 20,000, I think they might be start closing their shorts. What do you guys think? I think it might have been the distribution before regulation. Elon tweets about Bitcoin. Did Elon tweet about Bitcoin, Brian? no, aspiration, no, Metros, Power Hardcore, okay, not Pipe, no, Starbase, no, must do Twitter 7, no. Can I find it? I had 5 shorts in 2 days, 4 closed, 1 open just now from 45, 400. Googling. How do you learn anything without Googling, man? Sorry to say, guys, but these dreams of 260 ties seems laughable at the moment. Some people saying bull run will be over in a month. I just cannot see it. Sup, man, sorry late, lol. As long as you're here, it's good. Bears divergence on the XY daily. Maybe, well. I have a hard time seeing BTC below 20, even below 28k will be hard to see, but it can happen. Good morning, what's the score? What's the score? Bitcoin 1, everybody else 0. We are sitting on the support again, guys. We are sitting on the support again. Let's see 1 hour. You see the 1 hourly got rejected by the 20 moving average, but it's holding the support down here. So I don't know. It might drop down. It might drop down earlier today, but I think it's more probable. I mean, it can start dropping today. I wouldn't want to lose 44.7. I wouldn't want to lose 44.7. And the second one, I'm gonna give you 2 supports right now. Maybe even 3. F this. These 2 supports. And then you got all of this down here. This is 4 hourly supports, but you know, it's down here where the wick is. We already wicked down there. Yeah, we already wicked at 44,000. I think that's 44,000. But yeah, if you start going down here below these levels, let's say 44.4. 44420, right? 44. If you start going down here, like this is actually betting. Just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind for today. Looks like double top on weekly. Looks like double top on weekly. Looks like double top on weekly. Does it look like a double top on weekly? Nah, I don't see double top. It's like this is like 1, 2, 3, 4 top, and then the second top, like maybe on the monthly. Doesn't have to be today. It may trade sideways. It may trade sideways. Looking out on the daily and the 4 hour, and it's already extended. Like that's why. That's the thing we don't know. We don't know whether, you know, the dump is gonna come today, gonna come tomorrow, when the dump is gonna come. These things are really hard to figure out, right? If there was some certain way to figure this out, you know, people will be, you know, getting really. Maybe some people have figured it out. I haven't figured it out. A little bit extended on the daily from the 10 and 20 moving average. That's the only thing that's actually giving me some kind of bullish sentiment right now that we might go up. But you know, we dropped below 200, we dropped below the 50 moving average, keeping below the 50 moving average. On the 4 hourly getting pushed down. Now the only way I think you see this going up back here at 48,000 or something like that, I think it's if we manage to get above this I would say 20 moving average on the 20 moving average. 20 moving average on the 4 hourly. If you get above 20 moving average on the 4 hourly, that's up here. That's some kind of 46,000. If you get above 46,000, this is gonna be a little bit lower in 16 minutes, maybe somewhere around here. 45,000, yeah, give or take. If you can get above this level up here, 45,920, I think you know, then right, then we have probability to go up. But if we start, you know, getting rejected by the moving average and I cross 44,000, then I think, you know, more dump is indeed probable. That just means I'm going to buy more. These blue lines will hold. BTC will pump today or tomorrow. This will be, I guarantee in the next 4 hours it will go to 43. TI calculator, I hope you are right on that one. When you see a dump and sideways like this, it means it needs to go lower to find buyers. Maybe, I think 44, it will pump hard back up. Like, we are hoping for that, but you know, we are hoping for the pump. And if you see this, you know, dump, you know, it looks like something that you guys have seen before. on a bigger time frame, you know, it's a fractal something. See here, dump, and then kind of bleeds down and bumps, right? So even though it's not exactly the same, you know, if you go down to the 1 hourly time frame, you know, you see big dump, and then you get this exhaustion move towards downside and pump towards upside, right? So you can pump to 48,000. When I say you cannot pump to 48,000, you can definitely pump to 48,000. I'm just saying which level to look for, guys. Which levels to look for. And what I'm saying right now, which levels to look for. If you want to pump to 48,000 or something like that, the levels to look for is 46k. It's this 20 moving average on the 4 hourly. If you want to go up here, you gotta get above that level. You gotta go from 44,000 to 46,000. 46,000. You gotta go that. But if you fall below 44,000, that's actually betting. I mean, you can do like this up here. Like, nobody knows what's gonna do. This is short term. Just need to get bought. Until I bought, so surely we will dump. How we pump? SFP at around 49k, more to the downside. We're gonna see what's happening. By the way, guys, I got a donation of $5, you know, so he's asked me to do ETC. So let's check ETC right now. How is ETC doing right now? Let's go to the daily time frame, see what's happening with daily time frame. There was some kind of support here. I think this is a weekly support of 58. No, it's not. It's a moving average. It was a moving average a long time ago. Let's just remove it right now. It dumped below the 10 and 20 moving average this week. So it was holding above 10 and 20 moving average. It was doing nicely, and then it created this lower low. It could not get higher high. Up here it could not get higher high. You can see here high. This is on the weekly, high and lower high, and it got high, lower high 3 times in a row. High, lower high 3 times in a row. Right now breaking the 10 and 20 moving average. If you close below these levels here on the weekly, like, you can hope for it's gonna do something like this here and continue towards the upside. You can hope for this. But if the next week you are still below 10 and 20 moving average, that's extremely bad move for the price. Extremely bad move for the price. So we're gonna see how this actually plays out. Let's go to the daily time frame, pop up all the moving averages, see how the moving averages are actually working out right now. And you can see here that we are holding above the 100 moving average, but we are below this 10, 20, and 50 moving average. So, you know, we are losing the moving averages on the downside. We still got this 200 moving average as support, and this 200 moving average is, you know, closer, very close. So, you know, we might do something like this up here until we, you know, start hugging the moving average and then fall down on the I give you $10 not to check ETC. What for ETC? It does nothing. Salam, you know, you can give, you know, money for a lot of things, you know, but you cannot, you know, eliminate other donations by that way. I'm sorry. Thank you for the bucks. The bucks are going to the iPhone. You know, iPhone 13 is coming in a couple of weeks, so, you know, wife is getting an iPhone. So thanks for the $10. I appreciate it. But, you know, the guy donated $5. You know, the guy donated $5. It's just gonna be a few minutes, man. It's just gonna be a few minutes, okay? Just gonna be a few minutes. We gotta see what's gonna happen with it. Okay, so right now there is also, this is daily time frame, and we have closed below a certain important level down here. You can see here. Once we dumped, we closed below low of this last pump to the upside. There are also these tops up here that right now being crushed on the downside. You can see we closed below that. So we got this 200 moving average down here. We got this 200 moving average, but it doesn't look good. It looks bearish. It looks bad until we get back above the 10 and 20 moving average. It does look bad. Unfortunately, it looks bad. And we are not even extended on the downside. Let's see if we are extended on the downside. We are not even extended on the downside. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. This is, yeah, we extend on the downside. We are extended on the downside. So maybe some kind of pump. That's why I even said yesterday in the Telegram chat on the Patreon, you know, we are extended downside. I don't see this dumping of more. And you can see here these big dumps come from time to time, but you know, right now we are extended on the downside. So if ETC, now this might actually be good for Bitcoin, right? Because if ETC is extended to the downside, and if Bitcoin is extended to the downside, and everything is extended to the downside, maybe we're gonna see some kind of pump, at least the 50 moving average, something like that, before we continue dumping. The only way we can get above that, you know, is get above the 10 and 20 moving average up here and continue going upwards. But this definitely doesn't look good. There is some kind of trend line going up here. Let me see that. There is trend line, but it's not that good. Let's go to the weekly time frame, try to find a better trend line for ETC right now. This one down here, yeah, this looks nice, give or take. How are we gonna do this? This one up here, this one down here, yeah. I think this is the line. I think this is the trend line, give or take, because this week down here. Yeah, let's go to the daily and see how this actually fits the agenda. Yeah, the 200 moving average is very, very important. You can see the trend line up here, this trend line that's right now being hugged up here. Once you pass this trend line and the 200 moving average, this is bearish territory. This is very, very bad because right now you're breaking the structure, right? You're breaking the market. Market to the downside, you're breaking some kind of uptrend. You don't want to do that. So you got something like, how many percent to the downside you got? Right now you got something like 15% to the downside. After that it's very, very bearish, very bad market. There is a very important trend line up here, and right now we are holding the trend line, and there is also where is 200 moving average on the daily. But the fact that we are below, sitting on the 100 moving average, I see a little bit upside. I see a pump to the upside because we are extended to the downside. We are extended to the downside right now. So I see a little bit, you know what we can do? We can check the volume. We can check the volume, and you can see even though the price is going down, the volume is crashing to the downside. So there is no more volume pushing price down. There is no more volume. Let's see the weekly time frame. You cannot see it much on the weekly down here. Let's see 4 hourly. What are we gonna say here? Like volume, the dump volume is going up, but it is going mostly like sideways, so maybe we are hitting some kind of lows. So maybe we are hitting some kind of lows right now, and we are gonna have a big pump before we actually continue down or continue towards the upside. It does look, even on BTC right now, it does look like we are sitting at some kind of low levels up down here, and we might actually pump a little bit towards the upside, just because we are extending on the away from the moving averages on the daily time frame. So I definitely can see some kind of uptrend, but will that actually happen or not? Depends. Let's go back a little bit, check a little bit ETC again, because you know, sometimes altcoins can tell you, you know, direction of the price. So you can see here, is there let's do it like this up here and check this one up here, and let's go to the 8-hour time frame. There is no divergence. There is not 4 months, 4 hours. There is no divergence. There is no hidden bullish divergence on the 8-hour, just like that, because on Bitcoin there is a hidden bullish divergence. Let us see. Oh, you know what we can do? We can check the futures, CME futures chart, and see what CME futures chart are telling us. Let's go to the 4 hourly. 4 hourly breaking right now, 200 moving average, and it's 8 minutes left. No, this is closed. This is you know, they closed. It's a Saturday, so this is closed. So let's see on the daily how are CME futures chart holding. Well, broke below 10 and 20 moving average, been holding below 10 and 20 moving average. Oh, look at this support, guys. This support is around 42,000 levels. Down here, CME future chart has a huge amount of support. This is confluence of moving averages, guys. If you break this on CME future chart, now CME future chart is where people short. CME future chart, you know, CME futures gaps, you know, CME future chart where the big money is playing with Bitcoin. And look at this. Look at what this is what they are looking at, guys. This is exactly what they are looking at, and this is really, really nice. Look at this, guys. First thing, you know, we went up to this very, very bearish pattern where we broke to the downside. 3 days, 1, 2, 3, 4 days, we've been staying below 10 and 20 moving average. So I think right now, by looking on the CME futures chart, by looking at the, I think over the weekend we might pump a little bit. I'm not saying we can't. I think over the week, but I think next week when CME futures chart, when CME futures open up next Monday, I think we might see some kind of move down to these moving averages, because these moving averages will conflude to one spot. All of these three will get into one single spot around 41,000 or 42,000 exactly at 42,000, there will be confluence of 50 moving average, 100 moving and 200 moving average. So since we already have broken the 10 and 20 moving average, we could not get back above the 10 and 20 moving average. I think next week on Monday, I think we are gonna see 42k. And then it comes the important part. Is the 42k gonna bounce us towards the upside, or is 42k gonna reject us down there? Michael, why are you not in the club? Michael, makes money. Michael doesn't spend money. Michael is cheap. So yeah, CME futures definitely worth watching for, because these three moving averages are so nicely confluent, getting into this very area up here, this very point up here. It's the target. I think it's the target for the next week. But until next week, today, tomorrow, we might see some kind of up movement. It's likely that we might see some kind of the way I see it, I think it's likely to see some kind of up movement before we see some kind of down movement. So during the weekend, not sure what's gonna happen, but on Monday, by looking on the future chart, where are the futures chart? This is the future chart. By looking on the future chart on Monday, on the daily time frame, I think we might continue dumping. Depends on where we start up here, Depends where we start up here, but we might. If Bitcoin managed to get above 48,000, and on Monday this opens up at 48,000, then you are above the 10 and 20 moving average again, and moonshot. But if we somehow open below the 10 and 20 moving average, I think 42 bounce test might actually happen. So we're gonna see how that actually works out. Yeah, I'm the cheapest man on earth. Michael doesn't like to use money. Michael just say, I got a blue name already. Yeah, Michael got blue. Why would Michael want to go to green name when Michael got a blue name? Exactly, I'm with David. Way oversold. I think we oversold at the moment. I think oversold, but we are oversold on the small time. Like a little bit on the daily, a little bit on the 4 hourly, but we are oversold. So some kind of move to the upside might come. But I don't think we are like oversold like on the weekly time frame, like we were below on the down here. Like down here we are so oversold by looking on the 20 moving average that we had the bounce. We also showcased that both on the Bitcoin Daily and the Patreon channel, that these levels down here are not sustainable. Some kind of movement towards up has to come. How much will it be? 52? We were actually looking at 45, 46, but some kind of move towards the upside has to come eventually. And those are big oversold levels when it happens on the weekly, but on the daily, it can push it up. It can push it somewhat up. I'm not saying it can. It's not that big of it's not like all-time high extension. It's just normal oversold extension. Normal, whatever that means, right? I'm looking to DCI, altcoin, any potential coin. I don't know, man. I don't know. Probably something in the, something that's down like 50% already today. I think if you go up, it's just to get it dumped on again. Yeah, probably. Doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter what's gonna happen. Eventually we're gonna get the money in the bank sooner or later. We are just looking for the moves. We are just looking for the moves right now. But it seems to me that these levels are important right now. It seems to me these levels are important, especially this 46 level where the 20 moving average is. 2 minutes for the close, 2 minutes for the 4 hourly close. It's not very eventful. 1 hour is 1 hourly eventful. Yeah, it's a little bit eventful. 1 hour and 45 minutes. Will we close on 1 hourly below this last moving averages? So we got a 20 moving average up here, 10 moving average up here. We got this big red candle on the hourly time frame. If we close below 10 and 20 moving average over here, that's a little bit bearish. It might actually push us again down, and then we might climb towards the upside. It's 1 hourly time frame. Who cares about 1 hour time? You go to the bathroom, you come back, it's already played out. Everything is played out. Guys, you got a 1 minute to ask questions, 1 minute and 11 seconds, because after that we're gonna look at the daily close and it's game over. Lowest you think Bitcoin goes? Lowest, I think somewhere between 10 and 20k. If it goes down there. I'm dollar cost averaging XRP. Now 10 and 20k is really dependent on the 38k close. So if you close it below 38k, I'm looking between 10 and 20k. But until then, it can go up. 42k first. Do you think it's possibly just slowly heading into bear market with fake breakouts here and there? Anyways, I sold everything at 52k, waiting on sunlight for if I'm wrong. Well, technically we are still in the bear market. Technically, only way we can, technically speaking, we are in the bear market. Now you can say we are not in bear market, this is correction and whatnot. The only way you can confirm this being correction, the only way you can confirm this being a correction is if this price right now rallies towards the upside. Then you can say, okay, this was correction. But technically speaking, right now, this is still a bear market. This is still a bear market. Even the pump up here is a bear market, right? This is still a bear market. We call the bear market down here. We said if it, goes up from here, this is a mini bear market. You might argue that this is a correction, but 3 months correction, I'm not quite so sure about that. But this is some kind of mini bear market. This might be a secondary bull market. But if it continues down here, then the bear market start up here, and everybody's just delusional, thinking this is gonna go up, right, and not accepting the fact that it's bear market. So that might be it, But and we got the close. We got a 1 hourly close. Let's go to see 1 hourly close right now. Yeah, we closed below 10 and 20 moving average. So yeah, give or take. Maybe we bounce towards upside, maybe go a little bit down. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. 4 hourly is just there, going sideways. Not much happening. You can see here right now, 49,900 is 20 moving average right over here. It's holding. So yeah, some kind of sideways movement. I think it might hold. Maybe it's gonna hold for the day. Maybe it's gonna hold for the day. You can see this line of that we drew up here. It's getting rejected right now. But it's still got a time. It's still got a time. Maybe we do something like this up here again. Bounce up again up here. Who knows? Who knows how this is gonna play out? But I'm not overly bullish, and I am waiting to become a little bit bearish. But right now, I think we just have to wait to see if this is gonna bounce. But I think probability right now is kind of sideways movement a little bit. I think probability right now is kind of sideways movement before we actually get pushed down. But we can still always maybe go to the upside. Anyways, big show today, 1 hour long. Like, that's too long, man. That's too long. It's good time to enter Solana at 175. I don't know, man. I called Solana top at 70, and went 75. I don't know, man. 175 Sol is not cheap. So you're not accumulating it, then I'll wait. I never accumulate. I don't dollar cost average. I just find some kind of bottom and I go all in. Could you say it was 60% of mine is packing up shop as I'm relocating because big sell-offs and mass capital? I don't know, man. Fundamentals, theories, not my thing. There you go, Michael. Thanks for insight. Stock market down along with Americans turning pessimistic among concerns economic and sickness. Yeah. Americans are always concerned about economy and sickness. It's always going down while, they're always pessimistic and, price just keeps on going up and up and up and up and up. Let's see, by the way, indexes. What's the Don Juan index? Don Juan. This is Don Juan index right now, but this is 1 hourly. Let's see 4 hourly. 4 hourly actually dumped down. It's doing the same thing Bitcoin is doing. It's doing this overextension period where it's going higher, but maybe it's trying to like this up here and it's gonna dump here. So that's at November, December. Yeah, if it starts going sideways up here, then I think we're gonna get dumped. I think we're gonna big dump around December maybe. Let's look at a weekly. Again. God damn. Okay, we gotta talk about this, guys. We gotta talk. I know it's been 1 hour, but we gotta talk about this. Okay, guys, we gotta talk about this. This is Dow Jones average index. It shows how the economy is working. Factories and stuff like that. And you see this big dump up here. This is a weekly dump. Right now, this is market closed this Friday, but we closed below the 20 moving average, which is actually terrible. So maybe we are already right now seeing the first signs of the market collapsing, Now I'm gonna explain to you why that is and what am I looking for to actually figure out if the markets are gonna collapse or not. So you can see here, ever since the corona dump down here and black swan event, we just bounced right back above the 10 moving average, climbed the 10 moving average. Sometimes we go back to the 20 moving average. This is back below the 20 moving, right back up again, below 20, right up again, like holding the 10 moving average on the upside, climbing really fast down to the 20 moving, up, down to 20, up, and you can see here right now that we are below the 20 moving average again. Now, ever since the corona dump, we have not closed for 2 weeks below the 20 moving average. You can see that. So what I'm predicting, or what I'm looking at on Dow Jones index to see if the economy is gonna crash, I'm looking for 2 closes below the 20 moving average. So this is 20 moving average. If we close right now, and we did close below 20 moving average, and next week we fail to stay above, to get back above the 20 moving average, like over here, 20 moving average, like over here, just like bounce right back up, like even over here, or even over here where it touched it and right back up again. If we fail to get back above 20 and 10 moving average up here, if we fail to do that, then I see some kind of dump. I see more dumpage here. I see this starting to drop down. I see this good old Dow Jones. Yeah, I see this starting to drop down. If the Dow Jones start dropping down, the economy is going to shitters. Basically, it's gonna be very bad, and this move up might start a cascade of bad events. Now, I'm not saying this might have some kind of small pullback where it goes down, but it won't be a good thing, because this has been going for a while, and now this 10 moving and 20 moving average is even turning a little bit. It's even turning a little bit. So let's see the monthly time frame up here. Monthly is overextended. Let's see if it's overextended on the down here. It was overextended all the way back here. It was, and right now it's actually going up while it is going down towards the moving average. So technically this is actually a bad sign. This is actually a bad sign. Let's pop the moving averages, everything. Let's see up here. This part is going up, so everything's fine on the RSI and the monthly. Weekly RSI is weak. How is weekly RSI doing? Down here. This is actually bullish. Let's see, let's use 4 monthly. No, I cannot. That's 2 months. Where's 2 months? 2 months up here. No, 2 months is not. Sorry, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Weekly. Do we have 3 weeks? 1 week. 1 week. We have 1 week. We don't have 2 weeks. How can we not have 2 weeks? We gotta add 2 weeks. Range 2 weeks. Add. Okay. Where's 2 weeks? 2 weeks. There we go. 2 weeks. Let's see here. No, we're not there yet. We actually might get hidden bullish divergence up here, so this might actually continue towards the upside. If we drop even more down up here on the 2 weekly, we might get hidden bullish divergence and continue to upside. I don't know. It's hard to tell right now. Daily is definitely not good right now, sitting on this 100 moving average. Sitting on this 100 moving average down here, and it is doing the same move that Bitcoin is doing. You can see when it starts climbing higher, but it just doesn't climb too fast enough, and these moving averages start picking up with the price. So you see this moving average, how they are extended from each other, but as higher it goes, it gets smaller and smaller towards each other, right? It gets smaller and smaller distance, and eventually it doesn't have enough people buying up here, and maybe even people are starting shorting this right now. And eventually it just like bam, drops right now. But these moves usually have a big drop on the downside like this. They have volatile drops. They have volatile drops to the downside. So you're gonna see. I think you're gonna see some kind of big drop when it actually happens. I don't know if it's gonna happen right now, because this is 200 moving average, or maybe it's gonna continue more until October, November. How long? Because these things can take time, and then drop down. But the weekly is the most important, like at least more week until we actually know a little bit more, at least 1 more week until we see if we can get back up here, because every time since corona dump we gotten back, so you want to see if this is going to come right back up again or not. The Fed president just announced they sold all their stocks because of ethic reasons. No way, did they do that? I don't believe you, man. Don't tell me that's true. Don't tell me that's true. Fed sell stocks. Don't tell me that's true. Fed official to sell stocks to avoid apparent conflict on interest. 1 day ago. Reuters. Okay, let's see what the Fed statement. Remove, reject, confirm my choice is qualified. Whatever, reject all. The Fed official to sell stocks to avoid apparent conflict of interest. September 9th, that's 2 days ago. Federal Reserve official said on Thursday, they would sell their individual stocks holdings by end of the month to address the appearance of conflict interest. Federal officials said. Are the officials selling or is the Fed selling? Does Fed hold or does the officials of the Fed hold? Oh, the individual stocks. So Fed. Yes, it's news from yesterday. The U.S. Fed. They still have corporate bonds they purchase. The US Fed, they didn't. So officials, meaning, you know, the guys working for the Fed, the individual stocks they own, they will sell everything. End of the month address. You know, they always find the reason. You can see it here, you know. We see that the market is really sketchy. It's at some kind of, near some kind of top. By the end of the month, meaning, you know, by the, what did I just say? You know, October, November, you know, we might see some kind of dump. And what do we read right now? That by the end of the month, they will sell their stocks. You know, officials, yeah. So, the Dallas Fed President, Robert Kaplan, and Boston Fed President, Eric Rosengren, issued statements saying that they would invest the proceeds of those sales in diversified index funds and care savings and will not trade in these accounts as long as they are serving in their roles. So once they sell, they will proceed those sales in diversified index funds. Yeah, so they're gonna put it in something that's not gonna dump. Whatever. I don't know what they're gonna put. They say they're gonna wait for the dump and then buy into the funds, because they don't say when they will, you know, take the money from the sales and put into something else. Maybe they'll take the money from the sales, wait for the dump, and then put money into some kind of funds. We don't know that. The announcement came after officials faced scrutiny over trades they made last year, according to the financial disclosure forms. In the forms first reported by the Wall Street Journal, Kaplan disclosed that he held a total of 27 investments in individual stocks, funds, and alternative assets that were valued at over 1 million each. So 27 million. He also made sales or purchase for at least 1 million in 22 individual company shares or investment funds. The report noted the transaction included Apple, Amazon, and General Electric. While the financial transaction conducted during my years as a Dallas Fed president, I have complied with the Federal Reserve's ethics rules to avoid even the appearance of any conflict of interest. I have decided to change my personal investment practices, Kaplan said in his statement. Well, he waited definitely for some kind of top. Personal investment, generally some questions, so I made. Yeah, so we're gonna see that. Yeah, that's selling. The big bosses are selling. Did you hear about drawing squares on the charts to predict the best places to buy and sell? I've seen some people do it, but you know, how do you draw the squares on the charts? You know, historical squares. Will they work? Will they not work? Smash messy. Guys, I gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. You know, a couple of months the market is gonna drop. Bitcoin right now looking shady as ever. But you know, there are some upside maybe today. There's maybe some upside today and tomorrow. We're gonna see what's happening. I'm thinking on next week around 42k because of the CME future chart. His reasons are just cover. He sees it up in the market coming. Yeah, it might be. It might be. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. See you tomorrow. Same time, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar every single day. Bitcoin daily. You gotta be here. Be here or be square. When they say you're gonna sell it, it's gonna be up. Yeah, maybe they're flooding the market for another month. They didn't sell anything yet. Hey, are going to start selling the bonds? It's called tapering. They've been talking about it for months. Maybe, I don't know how they do it. See you guys tomorrow. Wow.